And another potential apprentice for Lord Sugar has bitten the dust. This week's task saw the teams trying to sell English fizzy wine as a suitable alternative to champagne.
Yes, it is fair to say that some of the results left Lord Sugar feeling a little bit flat. In a moment, we'll talk to Jenna, who's here, the latest boardroom victim. But first, if it's all right with you, here's a look at last night's episode.
Kenwood House. For Ricky's team, a high-class backdrop to their wedding-themed wine ad.
Less fizz, more sparkle. Yeah, it's good.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Directing Jenna and Stephen.
Grandeur, is that how you pronounce it?
Grandeur.
Grandeur, my accent. And then you're going to be like Basil 40 Towers. No!
Hey guys.
Project manager Ricky checks in on progress.
I know we've got a few ideas been going on the storyboard. I just don't want it to be too cheesy or too gimmicky, if that makes sense.
No, it won't be.
Makes sense.
Or just completely contradict the class we're showing on the website.
Ricky, we're obviously pushed for time.
They're cool. Well, I'll crack on then, I'll speak to you later. Wait. I've got confidence in Stephen and Jenna today. They know the message we're looking to do, and to be fair, I haven't given them enough props to give them any other options. I've given them a grand tea room, very much the setting I've already put in place for them to do, so surely even they can't get it wrong.
And action.
Well, finally, our glasses are charged with a fine English sparkling wine. Less fizz and more sparkle.
Cheers. Great.
Very good.
That's good.
I'm happy with that.
Well, therein lay the problem, really, Jenna, didn't it? So you were kind of in charge of that video, and that was really the thing that Lord Sugar picked up on when you got into the boardroom.
It was just that video, really. I think the process of me on The Apprentice, I've probably been, really good candidate. So I did think I might be able to get away with this, minor mistake that I'd made, but unfortunately not. But yeah, the video, we went for humour. We did go for humour, and I think we went maybe a bit off the scale because I think Phoenix was quite boring, and then ours was humour, off the scale. So Lord Sugar was like, what the hell's this?
I'm wondering, looking back on it now, do you think it's funny?
Looking back, I do. I bet everyone's aware of English sparkling wine because they'll never forget this.
You've done a great job.
They'll never forget this video. But yeah, no, I did think it was funny at the time. I said we need to attract a younger audience because I think it was a younger audience that wasn't aware of English sparkling wine. But maybe if we didn't have the Bridezilla, we might have just clinched the task.
Bridezilla, did you just call it?
Bridezilla, that was the whole point. It was sort of like she was disgusted she didn't have her English sparkling wine and she wanted, she got champagne, so that's why we went with that.
So all of that led to you being in the boardroom, and I think we can see the moment now when it went wrong.
I said, I took all the ideas that everybody had on board and I said, I'm happy to have a bit of humour in there. I said, in no uncertain terms, I don't want it to be cheesy.
Can I just support this? Ricky pushing quality with a clear brief concerned that Jenna and Steve should not have a gimmicky or cheesy advertisement.
This video was going to be either love it or hate it. I took risk in business. I'm a risk taker. I took it and I made a mistake.
It's not a mistake, it's an understatement, Jenna.
It was appalling. Obviously, Stephen was there with me, but no one said, no, we're not doing that. No, we don't like it. Nothing.
It is with regret that I'm going to have to say, despite all the hard work, that Jenna, I'm sending you home. You're fired.
Thank you, Lord Sugar.
It's interesting because we do get to see everybody who's evicted every Thursday. And are you genuinely upset by that, or?
Yeah, I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I cried afterwards. I think you're exhausted as well because it's really full on and intense. And I had a really good couple of weeks in weeks sort of 6 and 7 with the food task and then with the tan. So I was on a bit of a roll. So I thought, I could see myself in the final. And the way it was going, I thought, oh, I think Stephen's going here. So I sort of sat back and relaxed a bit. And then when he sort of said, you're hard working with regret, I was like, no! And then it sort of came towards me, so.
Well, Stephen did that thing, didn't he? For those who didn't see the programme, he did that thing where sat in the boardroom, he just started making claims about what he would achieve. And he just went for it completely, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he thought quick on his feet, really. So I know everyone sort of said, Stephen needs to go and stuff. He did think quick on his feet in the boardroom and, he said, I will win next task. And I think that sort of clinched it, really. He said, if I was project manager, I'll have a defeat, I'll win. So I think for Lord Sugar, it was like, you know, right, well, I'm going to put you, you know, as project manager and you better win next week, you know, sort of thing. And I think that's sort of what clinched it for him, really.
Can we show you my favourite bit of the programme, which really made me chuckle, when they, not your team, but they'd had a little bit too much to drink.
We might as well finish our glass of this on. So.
Should the project manager be having fun, or should he be actually in control of the task?
What you want to do is you want to oxidate the wine and obviously bring out its full character and bring out the different elements and depth of the wine, like so. So if you all want to take a sip now, guys. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly today. It's been a great day. Me and Adam have had a lot of fun. We've really got to grips with the English wine sparkling... Sorry. Really got to grips with English wine sparkling...
Just really tickled me there.
Sampling the product a little too much. Adam, who we saw there, who is the kind of Uber salesman, the street trader, he seems to be kind of finding his place quite well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Adam's going to be like a bit of the dark horse in it. You know, Lord Sugar likes him, and he's things they say out of his comfort zone. You know, with the art task and obviously the English sparkling wine. But you know, he's a great candidate. You know, he'll throw himself in. He'll show Lord Sugar I can turn my hand to anything. So I think he's going to be a really good candidate, one to watch.
It does get really, you know, kind of tense at this point because, as you say, he's not just the only really good candidate in there.
No, there's a lot of good candidates. I think Gabrielle and Nick are also ones to watch with Tom. There's quite a few like really strong ones in there with the creativity of the, you know, of the website they designed and things. So yeah, there's quite a few.
So those are the positives. Who's slipped through the net? Who's still in it that no way should they be?
Well, for me, I think poor Stephen, I feel really bad for him, but I think if he hadn't thrown in that he was going to sort of, you know, I'll win the next week's task, I think Stephen would have gone last night. And for me, Lord Sugar, if you'd like sort of said, right, you've made a mistake, you better learn from it, I could have got through, you know, to
So his card is marked, do you think?
So yeah, I think if he doesn't sort of win next week, I think he's got a lot on his shoulders in that boardroom.
And just tell us what you're doing now, because everybody who's gone in has pretty much got their own businesses, haven't they?
I have a business called Beauty in the Boutique, which is hair, beauty and clothing in one roof. I have a salon in Penwitham, and we've just opened one in Wrightington. Okay. So we're hoping sort of to brand them out, really, get Beauty and Boutique as a branded name and expand.
Good luck, Jenna. Thanks very much for coming to see us.
Thank you.
Good to see you today. Thank you very much. That's all from us this morning. Our Olympic torch has disappeared, but we will find it again.
It's safe.